Welcome back, traders. And today I would like to look at Bit Digital a little bit more closely. I noticed some patterns in the chart that I'd like to talk about today. I also like to talk about a potential for it to come down and retest some of these lower regions down here on the chart. So first, I'd like to talk a little bit about accumulation, markup, distribution, and markdown cycles, also known as the Wyckoff cycles. Stocks tend to move in four cycles where you get an accumulation zone with lots of movement within a tight range near a lower level. Then it moves up impulsively and a bit of a Elliott wave sort of moves. You got one, two, three, four, five movements, which are often seen in Elliott waves. This one looks quite perfect because it's an example, but like you will see them in the chart as well. Once it does that, usually retail takes over from here and pushes it up to a climax, where then the smart money tends to sell off down, retail buys back up, smart money sells down in a controlled manner, and it does that until smart money is satisfied, and then it really drops off. And I do believe that we currently may be seeing a Wyckoff top in the Bit Digital chart, potentially. Let's have a look. Currently, we're here. So does this look familiar at all? Maybe not yet. This is the weekly chart. So let's go into the daily. How about now? Does it look a little more familiar? We came down from the left here. We started going around in this bottom here, moved our way up, and now we're at this top, and we are moving around in here, especially here in this zone right here. This looks really like this was supposed to look like a bear flag, and then it didn't quite do that. Went up instead. One, two, three, four, five for the Elliott wave. Comes down with a bit of selling pressure. Retail takes over, pushes it even higher. Controlled selling pushed up even a little bit higher to get people even more excited, thinking it's going to go to $5. More controlled selling, smaller pulse, controlled selling, smaller pulse, controlled selling. And now we're going back up. If this does not beat out this top right here at 459, then we can expect it to come back down to this region down here. But we've also seen this exact pattern, at least the weekly one, play out before here in the daily chart down here. If we look here, might have some clues as to what's going on in this chart. There we go. That look familiar? Right here? Look pretty familiar to what we're looking at there. We got this upward move, bit of a pullback, big upward move, sort of a swoop down here to a lower level, met the 5, straight down to the 20. What did we do here? Big move up, bit of a sell-off, a pullback, big upward move, a little bit of a swoop into the 5. Where are we going now? Are we going into the 20? Actually went a little bit below the 20. Let's see what that would look like. We went into the 20. Now, we're currently below the 20 on the daily. So let's go back to the weekly where it looks almost exactly the same as what that lower level of the daily chart. We go back into this, we're going to go back down to the 20. We're looking at 262 currently. If it were to reach that, the 20 will logically come up a little bit and probably somewhere around just under $3, maybe 290, 280. So somewhere in that region, we could expect to see that test there before moving back on upward and possibly testing the 200. This could also, bullish case here, bullish case, even if it came back down to this level, around $3, maybe even a little bit lower at 280, 290, this structure right here, this little scoop here, that looks a lot like a cup. We come down to even if we came all the way down to this level, that would still be a handle where we could easily see it turn around test the 200, bounce around a little bit, and then continue on upward from there to higher highs. That's the bull case. And this could still be bullish. This could become a cup and handle. It is currently looking like we're getting a sell-off top here where we come down to test the 20, which would absolutely fit into the cup and handle while also giving us a pretty sizable pullback and then continue on further upward. That is possible. But you have to be prepared for that potential pullback down to the 280 region, maybe lower. If it breaks under the 20, stays under the 20, we could see it go lower and test these floors down here in the $2 range, maybe even further to where there's a lot of trading activity here down at the 150 to 181 level. If we go beneath $2, that's the bear case. This is still pretty bullish. We expect a pretty big pullback down to about $2. Not $2, around just under $3, maybe a little bit more before continuing on up to the 200-week moving average and further. One thing to note is here on the RSI, we are overbought on the weekly chart. That is bearish. If we were to pull back down to this region here to the 280, 295, slightly under $3 range, that would bring the RSI back down into a healthy level, somewhere in the high 50s, low 60s area. As long as that RSI stays above 50, we should still be bullish and we could see this cup and handle form. That's what I'm looking at right now with the BT. So potentially a sizable pullback followed by a big move upward, big impulsive move upward, assuming we stay above the 20-week moving average on that move. This is just what I think. This is not a suggestion to buy, sell, or hold any securities. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you think Bit Digital is going to do in the coming weeks? Where are your thoughts on this trade? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and have a profitable day.